was nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, Your Honor, I was mine.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. We'll get this up to about the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start with the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go. 18 Rattler.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. In motion left comes Williams.
Left wing 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check it. Check it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction? And
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come back, team! Come back, team! Come back, team! Back in 60!
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there for Washington. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Let's go now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a micro. And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Sanders. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggle. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
23 yards on the play.
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They'll turn to Sanders.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Elliott is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Check.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
19.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Turner. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go. Half the 60. 70 Rangers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. 2nd and 3 from the 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
19 right.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
18
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. from 3 yards out. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Come back team. Come back team.
On first down, Hurts. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, able to avoid him. And some room to maneuver. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But he's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
On the 6.
Robinson with another carry. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Seven Pirates.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Okay, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Okay, ready?
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more